Evan Mobley was selected with the third overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers and is quite honestly looking very underwhelming out of all the rookies so far. So what's up? My name is Jae'sean and today we're talking about why Evan Mobley has been pretty underwhelming so far in the Summer League. Before really quick, if you like the video, drop a like down below and press that button. It'd be really appreciated, and let's get into the video. So Evan Mobley so far in the Summer League is averaging 11 points per game, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds. Pretty solid stats for Evan Mobley right there. A 7-footer, 213 pounds. So we all know what Evan Mobley can do. He can rim protect at a high level. Someone that has some really good offensive ability too. But now looking at his shooting splits, 35% from the field and then 13% from 3, which is absolutely horrendous in 3 games. So Evan Mobley has been very underwhelming so far, and honestly it shows because last game against New Orleans he dropped 8 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. That's a really good stat line. 4 of 11 from the field though, and then 0 of 3 from 3. So Evan Mobley, like, his stats are absolutely great. 8 points, 11 rebounds. His shooting splits are absolutely horrible though. So Evan Mobley, I mean, he's someone that I was pretty high on coming out of the draft, and honestly, I would have taken him over Jalen Green like months ago because honestly, his rim protection, his defense, his versatility on defense would be absolutely deadly for the Rockets, and quite honestly, would be a really good backcourt duo with Christian Wood, and because his rim protection alongside Christian Wood's floor stretching ability would be absolutely deadly. And he's able to floor stretch too at a pretty decent level, you know. Honestly, he is shooting 13% from 3, but it is Summer League. We will cut him some slack. Summer League doesn't really account for too much, but you know, hopefully his 3-ball can transition into an NBA standard because coming in to the regular season slash preseason, he's gonna have to develop a 3-point shot. And if he develops a 3-point shot, it would be a really good asset for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Could become a really good stretch 5, stretch 4 for them, especially because with Jarrett Allen, he can't stretch the floor. So bring in Evan Mobley who can, and let him sit on the perimeter and let Jarrett Allen work in the post. And honestly, the offense could work pretty well, you know. Honestly, with Darius Garland there, Sexton still there, might honestly get moved. Isaac Okoro, Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley. That's a really good young starting 5, you know, with Jarrett Allen being the oldest at 23. That's a really good lineup right there. So Evan Mobley, I definitely think he needs to start turning some heads soon. No, 8 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block in his last game. Really good, but they did lose 87-74 to the New Orleans Pelicans last night. So Evan Mobley has been underwhelming because he hasn't done too much in terms of being outstanding. You know, 8 points isn't outstanding at all, you know, compared to, you know, like Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham, who've already dropped 20 bombs. Jalen Suggs, who's been dropping 20 bombs. And we also got people like Kuminga and Moses Moody, who are very underrated. Chris Duarte, who's been basically balling for the Indiana Pacers. Shane Goon is underrated. Christopher, Cam Thomas, Daron Sharp, you know, all these guys have been very outstanding. And Evan Mobley has been just there, you know, doing his thing because he hasn't been doing too much in terms of, you know, being outstanding. So Evan Mobley, he definitely needs to start turning some heads soon, start carrying this Cavs team because they are at a losing record right now. So yeah, they are 1-2, and quite honestly, Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham are both outplaying him. Suggs are outplaying him right now. Scotty Barnes is outplaying him too. A lot of really good rookies right now are outplaying Evan Mobley right now, especially with Jalen Green. He outplayed Evan Mobley in the first game because the Rockets did play the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first game, and Jalen Green dropped 23 on Evan Mobley's head. So Evan Mobley, like, I'm still really high on Evan Mobley. I like his rim protection. I like his defensive versatility. Kind of like an Usman Garuba type. Obviously better than Garuba. But I don't know, man. Evan Mobley, he's definitely interesting because he hasn't done too much. I mean, I'm very high on Evan Mobley. I definitely think he can become a really good center in the future. It just really depends on how he develops really soon, especially because he is coming into the NBA with a 7-foot. He's a 7-footer and 213 pounds. So Evan Mobley, like, he needs to put on some muscle mass, some more weight, because he is going to get bullied in the paint. Because look at what happened to Christian Wood this year. 6'10", 215 pounds. He was getting bullied in the paint by people like Joel Embiid, Giannis. And honestly, that's not going to cut it in the NBA. So if Evan Mobley can put on some more pounds, get up to at least 240, 250 pounds, hopefully put on some muscle mass, kind of like a Giannis Antetokounmpo type of muscle mass. And honestly, like, if he develops like a Giannis Antetokounmpo package where like he becomes absolutely a monster on offense and then defensively he's a really good defensive player and a good defender, then he could become really scary. Definitely could become better than Cade. That might be a stretch. You guys can let me know in the comments, but I don't know. Evan Mobley has a lot of upside, a lot of potential, has a really high ceiling, and quite honestly, I definitely think he's going to be staying on the Cavs for a long time. So hopefully the Cavs start figuring it out soon, and hopefully Evan Mobley starts turning heads pretty soon. So that's the video. Drop below, press go button, and peace.